515 Global Energy presenta
Tom Cummins here, CEO Webinar.
CEO Webinar. Cambia la tua vita con 515.
Now today, it is CEO webinar time. I have been flying around our wonderful world. Was just in Puerto Rico with the President Jim, and he flew all the way from Italy to Puerto Rico for a big event. Now he's back in Italy. My God, the amount of travel we do. And I'm back in my office. And guys, what a week we have to celebrate what you guys did last week. And here's what's important. I get these reports every week, or excuse me, every day, of not just what you did last week, but what you're doing this week. All this stuff here was about last week. And it's incredible. And yet, this week, it's going up even more. It's incredible. This is our time. I'm so excited. Let's get into what's going on so we can see this. Now listen to these numbers, right? Listen to this. If you compare what I'm going to say today to what we used to talk about weeks ago, months ago, this week we had 12 associates that got 2 sparks. Guys, I haven't seen numbers like that. Listen to it. 9 associates that got 3 sparks. 9 associates who got 4 sparks. Then we had 3 associates that got 5 sparks. Then we had, check this out, I got my boy Bogdan here. He used to work for me in my house. He was a cook. He saw what we were doing. He goes, I want to do that. Okay? And Bogdan had 6 new sparks here. And then we had Alessandra Greco, 7 sparks, and Paolo Gentili, 7 sparks. Check this out. Check this out. This is just amazing, right? And this is beautiful. And I'm going to get into the selling in a minute. All right, so now, factual. Number of actual recruiters did go down. I see stuff like that. I go, hang on, what's going on? Ring the bell and stuff like that. However, all right, we've got the number ones who are active. Look at this. Look at how you're keeping this number in the range. Now, obviously, I want more people doing it, but this number here is critical. We're keeping the number of associates and new ones coming in the front door high. But what's equally important is our watts. Look at this. Wow. So beautiful. This is everything of keeping because what this means, this group of people on this line now have an opportunity to get the American dream there in Italy. This is how it starts, but we get them through this and make these watts. It's everything because they now have an opportunity to make the kind of money that you guys are. Guys, wait till you see this money I have this week. Look at this, watt 15s, pow, pow. Watt 30s, look at this, look at the watt 30s, man, pow, pow. This week, we had Marlena Poggi. You know what, I know Marlena, I don't necessarily know how to pronounce your last name, love, but she made it the team leader, okay? She's been working very, very, very hard at this, and phenomenal, dear. Very, 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 very well done. And then we had Leonardo and Jessica. Jessica's like pretty brand new here. She just came in. I'm just overwhelmed on how these new people are just rocketing up into these higher levels. But Jessica made it to watt 30, and Filippo made it to watt 30, and there's all these watt 15s. It's absolutely incredible, all right? Now, talked about these numbers here. That was the recruiters. Now we get into the land of IGL where the money's made, right? So, again, listen to these numbers. 17 associates enrolled 4 accounts. 7 enrolled 5. 9 got the 6+. 9 different associates did 7 accounts. 2 of them did 8. Then they go back. This is so funny because we had Bogdan, who did 6 sparks. I talked about him earlier, did 9 accounts. Alessandra, who I said talked about earlier, did 7 sparks. She got 10 accounts. And then Paolo Gentili, who actually had done all that other work I was talking to you about, he did 7 sparks. He did 10 accounts. So him and Alessandra, it's just incredible, guys. It's incredible. Of course, the gold man himself, Claudio Antonelli, 15 accounts. So he crushed it. And these guys crushed it. And wait till we get into the money. You're going to love this. Okay, now look, check it out. Active sellers. Pow, 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 pow. Just going crazy. And look at this one, guys. Look at this. Really, really amazing. And like I said at the beginning, already our stats are higher where we were this time last week. You're just crushing it, I know. And it's taking my breath away is what it is. I'm like looking at these numbers, I go, yeah, go team 515, baby. Go time 15. So check this out. We're paying thousands and thousands of euros just in the 6+ game. I had Lorenza Brunetti got paid 210 euros. And everybody else gets their 130, 170. Here's one that kicked it up, Lorenza. And then Claudio Antonelli made 370 euros just on the 6+, right? Now we had paid out thousands and thousands of more euros on the Watt game, which totally pumps me up. Guys, it was like, I can't read the number on it, but it was probably somewhere around close to 25 people who won that. We had the Watt 15 game, paid out like 3 people won the Watt 15 game. Like, it's incredible. And this can be done over and over again. It's so funny. I tried to read the Spark game, and I got my glasses. I still can't read it. The thing is so tiny, I can't see it. It just blows my mind. Blows my mind. Okay, let's get into this here. Guys, we had all these brand new Sparks and Watts that are coming in here. Well, this is all the brand new Watts making their first shot of money, making like their 70, 100, 150 euros. Really incredible to see this happening here. Absolutely love this here. Let me come back here. Coming back here. Now here's someone, Mary Rose Porello, Watt 15, made 190 euros. We have Roberta Lucchesi. You know what, Roberta, I don't know how to say your name, but last name, 3 weeks, a Watt, pulls it in at, had made 50 euros on the Spark game, now made an extra 200 euros as a Watt. This is going to be her second commission check and made 200 euros on that. Bam, baby, bam. Here we come up here, but you'll see it is a Watt, 4 weeks, made 240 euros this week. Aurora De Rosa coming back here, a Watt, and 250 euros this week. Here we come back here, another one, man, all these names, I'm dying here on the names, these such beautiful names, and there's so much beautiful money going to them. And this is the name here, and it's a Watt 15, 4 weeks, 290 euros this week. In the first month, made 800 euros, okay? And it just so impressive, all right? Now we're coming all the way back up here. Gerarda Yuva, a watt 15, 450 euros. Benedetta Charinko, watt 15, fourth week, pulled in 470 euros this week, total of 760 euros. Here we coming back here where Jessica, this is something here I have here. But guys, this is like kind of right now, what are we talking here for Jessica? Her 6th week, okay? She made 590 euros this week, 590. And so it made a total of 2,561. This is again like Benedetta made 470 for a total of 760. And Benedetta, this is her 4th week, so she almost knocked down 1,000 euros on her very first week. And then you had, the other gentleman whose name I absolutely got a goddamn butcher, but Calagrio. And again, 4 weeks, 290 euros this week, amazing. And then the top new person is, here we come, Nero. 4 weeks. 660 euros this week. This is one of Bogdan's downline. 1,460 euros very first month in 515. That's the dream coming true, guys. I have the veterans that are slaying it, right? And then absolutely have a lot of attention and making sure everybody continues to make the money, right? We come in here. I got to use my glasses. This stuff is so small. Coming back here. Chiro made 323 euros this week. We have Nicola came in here 360. Lamente, Nicola Stella 384. Luigi Roland. Luigi, can't tell you how happy to see your name back on the list, my brother. So the big man made 385. Alessandro Baronte 439. Unbelievable. National leader here. And here he is. He's already made so far, and this is just that we still are not done with the full month of February, and this guy's already made over 7,000 euros for the year. Unbelievable. Alfonso comes in here at 455 euros. We've got Leonardo Razzi, 490. Talked about him over here. And now we come back. Fuad, so goddamn awesome, brother. 635. No, I said that correctly. Fuad, you made 635 euros for the week, and already like kissing 5,000 euros for the year. And Claudio Antonelli, the gold man himself, 691 euros, pulling himself just close to 6,000 euros for the year. And it's incredible, guys. Incredible. All the new people slaying it like I've never seen in a long time. And now that we've got all this stuff worked out, it's just absolutely incredible. So I've got some news from Linda. She is with, right now, she, Gani, Jim, Martino are down into this city, because every time I go to say this city, I cannot pronunciate American Italian. And I'm telling you, man, I'm having a challenge with it. But this is the one down south of Rome. They're down there visiting the network expansion office down there. Patti Palagi. Okay. And there they go. If you're going to be in that area and you want to visit the president, highly recommended. He just made it happen to where he was in Puerto Rico. Last night he flew back into Italy. Now he's all the way down there. Wow. It's crazy. We have 1 month left on the end of the first quarter power game. We're getting a lot of people who are going to make that 1,000 extra euros on top of everything else. I want you to be one of them. And then, guys, I'm going to show you something here. We have a testimony coming here from Marlena, who just made it to team leader. Before I leave you on that, I just want to let you know you're going to see a link for what we call the 5 magazine. And we just handed this out in person to everybody who was at the national event. they got a copy of a magazine that's about you, okay? And this will be coming out quite often, and it's very cool, very special. And here is a preview to it. You get a digital version on this video. It's incredible. I watched it many times. I looked at it many times, and I'm like, oh, wow, we've come so far. So here we go. There you have it. What a beautiful week. Gani is doing a lot of surveys about what you want in the CEO webinar. You know, some of them are better for me because I'll be very honest with you, traveling a lot like I do, it's very challenging to make sure I show up here, have all the paperwork, get the lights, get the camera, get the microphone. Oh, don't have the microphone today. Oops. You know, all the things that we need to do to make this work. It's incredible. I'm going to keep doing it. We're going to do some surveys for you to make sure that you get what you want, and away we go. All right. Next week, we'll be back, and I'm telling you, the money's going to even be more incredible. The wins will be more incredible. Do not miss it. I'll see you next week. Until then, 515 forever, baby.
Ciao a tutti, sono Marilena Poggio. Voglio raccontarvi perché ho iniziato questa attività spettacolare, ma prima di tutto voglio raccontare chi sono io e da dove parto. Parto che sono una mamma di 3 splendidi adolescenti che amo follemente e che mi hanno dato la carica per arrivare dove sono oggi. Sono una persona che ha sempre lavorato nel sociale e nel sanitario come educatrice professionale. Ho sempre amato dare attenzione a quelle persone che tutti tendono ad eliminare e tenere lontani, perché io credo che in ognuno di loro ci sia un qualcosa che ti possa comunque donare e prendere come esperienza. Inizio la mia attività di 515, o meglio, mi presenta l'attività di 515 Global Energy la mia migliore amica, Daniela Turrà, che oggi è anche il mio sponsor. Diciamo che io inizialmente non cercavo nulla perché tutto quello che io facevo e avevo mi bastava e mi riempiva un sacco di tempo. C'è però una cosa sola che io non avevo e che mi mancava tantissimo, ovvero il tempo. Io ho sempre rincorso il tempo, ho sempre voluto del tempo di valore e non ho mai potuto averlo perché il mio lavoro mi portava via 15 ore ed erano veramente tantissime. Ma soprattutto più di 1.600 euro al mese io non guadagnavo e 3 adolescenti sono veramente impegnativi da mantenere, soprattutto perché io sono divorziata. Cosa posso dirvi? Inizia ad arrivarmi in casa Daniela. Io inizialmente, come dicevo prima, non cercavo niente, anzi tutt'altro, e invece lei mi spiega l'attività. Inizialmente non mi ha dato questo grande impatto, anzi tutt'altro. Quindi avevo capito che lei doveva fare una qualifica e io, pur di aiutarla, lei è la mia vita, ho detto va bene, ok, mi iscrivo e ti metto quello che devo mettere. 2 settimane dopo sposo pienamente il progetto, capisco il valore che poteva darmi questa attività sia a livello personale che economico, e poi il tempo che io inseguo da sempre. E quindi inizio l'8 giugno del 2025, così per gioco. Io non ho cercato 515, 515 cerca me. Quando fai del bene, credo che il bene ti torni. E a me è tornato proprio con il mondo di 515. Cosa ho trovato? Ho trovato un'enorme famiglia, ho trovato un team che non mi ha mai abbandonata, ho trovato persone che mi hanno seguita passo a passo e mi stanno insegnando ancora oggi il lavoro. La mia grande fortuna, sono dentro da 8 mesi. 2 mesi fa mi arriva una telefonata dal mio upline e mi dice: vuoi venire in azienda e formarti ancora di più? Panico, usciamo dalla comfort zone. Non è facile per me mollare 3 figli, la casa, le abitudini, la famiglia, il nipote. Dico va bene, ok, mi butto, vengo, cresco e divento team leader in questi 2 mesi. Una crescita che non mi aspettavo assolutamente, però mi gratifica anche le mie figlie, perché io avevo un'enorme paura di deluderle e loro continuavano a dirmi: mamma vai, crediamo in te. E oggi, oltre loro, credo anche io in me. Ma non credo solo in me stessa. In cosa credo? Credo in questa azienda, perché posso dire una cosa, questa la posso proprio mettere nero su bianco: quello che dice te lo promette. Devi solo affidarti alle persone che sono dentro da più tempo, devi affidarti al progetto che è nato 8 anni fa e non puoi sbagliare. Quindi cosa voglio consigliarti oggi? Che ce l'ho fatta io, ma io non sono nessuno, sono esattamente una persona come te, con tutte le sue paure e le sue difficoltà, però mi sono buttata a zero investimento, 24 ore su 24 con una formazione 7 su 7, non ho dovuto spendere niente, ma sai questo il perché? Perché non sei tu che devi investire sull'azienda, ma è l'azienda che investe su ogni singola persona. Non siamo numeri, siamo persone, abbiamo un nome e un cognome, abbiamo comunque persone che ci seguono anche con il servizio associati, il servizio clienti, un'azienda che ha quasi 5 stelle. Quale azienda di luce e gas ha 5 stelle? Quindi se non vuoi più perdere il tuo tempo e lo vuoi usare veramente in maniera sana e vera, io ti aspetto nel nostro team. Ciao!